And I urge that company, InBev, if they don't want that brand any longer, sell it back to the Busch family, sell it to me. I'll be the first in line to buy that brand back from you, and we'll make that brand great again.
Well, Billy Busch, the former heir to Bud Light's parent company Anheuser-Busch, has said that he would buy back the company. His family sold it in 2008, but after all the bad publicity surrounding Bud Light in the last few months, Billy declared he would be the first in line to acquire it back in order to make that brand great again. In an interview with Tommy Lahren, Billy was discussing the company's decision to use trans activist Dylan Mulvaney as a celebrity partner. Take a look at the advertisement that rocked the brand's target market.
This month I celebrated my day 365 of womanhood, and Bud Light sent me possibly the best gift ever, a can with my face on it. Check out my Instagram story to see how you can enjoy March Madness with Bud Light and maybe win some money too. Love ya! Cheers!
The company that Billy Busch's family sold Anheuser-Busch to is called InBev. The former heir says InBev's marketing didn't work because while trying to be inclusive, they steered away their fratty drinking American male target market. He said, "I think InBev doesn't understand who their core drinker is. It's a Brazilian-based company that really doesn't live here in America." When you are a foreign company and you rely on these woke students that are coming out of these woke colleges to do your advertising for you, you're making a big mistake. You need to go out there and understand who your core customer is.
My family and family reigns, I talk about the history of my family. One of the things they did, they got out on trucks. They got out and met with their customers. They knew who their drinkers were. They were with the bar owners and the restaurant owners and the liquor store owners and talking to these people day in and day out. Even my dad at 89 years old, 90 years old, he was still going to the bars selling Budweiser back in those days in the 80s. And so, we always cared very, very much about the people in America.
This isn't the first time Billy Busch has made comments about his family's former business. In an interview with TMZ a few weeks ago, Mr. Busch said that his ancestors would be rolling over in their graves if they saw the failed marketing attempt. He said, "I think my family, my ancestors are rolling over in their graves. They were very patriotic. They love this country and what it stood for. They love this country because it is a free country and people are allowed to do what they want, but it was never meant to be on a beer can and never meant to be pushed in people's faces. So they would have never marketed their brands that way." As you know, AB was one of the greatest marketers ever in any business, and they were incredible with what they came out with. The Clydesdales, the frogs, the lizards, all the different promotions they had, all the different advertising they had, and the last thing they would have done was to get as controversial as InBev has with Dylan Mulvaney advertising. The controversy of the decision to use Dylan Mulvaney trickled down into the sales of the beer. Anheuser-Busch announced a few weeks ago that they were laying off 2% of their United States staff, with the company confirming revenue in the US has dropped by 10.5% from April to June. This was primarily due to the volume decline of Bud Light.